This video is sort of what's going on in the life of Nanny and Moose over the last couple days. Today we do a lot of gardening. As you can tell, the blower's going all the time in these hills, that's for sure. There's a lot of car riding. Lucy and I have a little car breakfast. I did have Shamu here just a minute ago, but she decided to get up. Shamu still worries when he comes out every morning. He checks around for the old coyotes and whoever else might be around, but he does enjoy his outside time. Yeah, say hi. Yes, you're a happy boy sitting here, aren't you? It's getting to be tomato time. Look at all those cherry tomatoes coming on there. And also my early girls and better boys. Let's see, look at these coming along. And I even have some that are ripening. Maybe too soon on this one. Ooh, I planted these early, remember, Moose? Look at these. Look over here. The color array in this garden right now is really interesting, especially with the mums constantly blooming, spring, summer, fall. And of course our lilies, 3 different colors. So, to tell you the story of the hat, the Stetson hat that Debbie gave me at our graduation party with the mariachi music playing. Look how good Moosey looks in it. What do you think, Moose?
I just do something for hats. This is a Stetson, by the way, and a lot of people can't get away with wearing a Stetson. But tell you the truth, it's a little tight on my head.
Well, you know who has dibs on it? Who do you think? Who tried it on and loved it?
To tell the story.
Oh, well, the hat, Debbie gave it to me. And she said, you will love this. For some reason or other, she has another Stetson. This was a very expensive hat. And so, I'm going to sit down here. I forgot I didn't put enough cushions in here. I tried it on and it was beautiful, and everybody at the table said, oh, I love that. And Margie tried it on and she said, oh, I love this. I said,
my
well,
good side?
Yes, it is. So Margie said, oh, I want that hat. I said, well, okay. So I said, well, let Dad try it on. So it passed over many heads until it got to Dad. He tried it on and he said, nope, it doesn't fit, which I think it does. But you said, is it too tight on you, really?
It's uncomfortable, yeah.
So he took it off, and immediately Colleen put it on her head and said, oh, I love this, I want it. And all of a sudden across the room I heard, Mom, and it was Margie. So this hat, this great Stetson that you loved on me, and I thought it was a great hat, but I have tons of hats. So this hat, beautiful, expensive Stetson, is going to Margie. So
good.
Let me have it and I'll show the wonderful label. You can put your other hat on. Hold it up so I can show that. Isn't that great? Look at that Stetson label. And also it has a little Stetson label on the outside too. On the, let me see. Here, don't take it away. You want it now, don't you?
No, it's too small.
Okay, it isn't, but anyway. Okay, I'm going to go over to see if I can loosen the dirt in those big pots of the non-happy jasmine. So as we sit here and you are practicing Nixon, I presume, listening to birds and staring at flowers, I will start working. As one of my readers said, I think Barbara said, Nanny, you'll never be able to practice Nixon. You're too busy all the time. You doing nothing? No way. Well, she doesn't see me when I'm flat on my back in my bed, too. Right, Moose? Okay, I gotta go. Boom. Well, I just sat down on that stool to dig in this jasmine, dig up some of the dirt to plant the new plant. And I'm hoping I'll be able to get up and not have to call for Micah to come down again and get me up. but I think I can lean on this pot if I have to. When I was in the garden and got trapped sitting on this, I didn't have anything to lean on. So what I'm trying to do first, these original jasmines have been in these very large pots for, I would say 8 or 9 years, some even more. And I don't even know if I can find a spot to be able to get these auxiliary small jasmines in. I'm testing the dirt right now, and I am finding it is very, very hard. I have to get at least that far down, and I don't know whether that's going to happen in here. I think these all have been in here too long, and I think I want to soak these in a bucket of water too before I put them in. And they are quite root bound and dry. So I'll let you know how I do. I'm gonna have to keep digging here. I did finish planting one, and I dug down in there deep enough, not too deep, but deep enough to be able to get the pot in. It was a bit root bound, so I opened up the roots, put a lot more dirt in, and before I put the wet soaking plant in, I did put a lot of fertilizer. So let's hope that it grows up nice and tall, because these little fellas up here need it. I took both of these out, which were pretty root bound, and I soaked them in water before I put one in. Now I've stopped because I'm pooped, and I'm only going to put one in today. So I think I'll take this out and pop it back in its pot. It's been in there for about half an hour, but I did manage to get up out of my chair, and I have my chair all ready for tomorrow's project, when I will dig into this one. That's a pretty big root ball of old stuff, and I'll see what I can do about planting the other one tomorrow. It's hot today. It happened overnight, and I don't know whether I'm ready for this, but maybe it'll help the plants. I think that might be working. What do you think? Has a long way to go, but we'll see. This is my new cabinet that Micah and Colleen put together for me. It's made of resin, and I'm at the point where I'm getting ready to decorate with chairs and cushions and pretty dishes and curtains, and I'm a dreamer because there's still too much purging to do. This big pile of stuff right here. My outfit today, of course, is one of my gardening overalls. A lot of you have sent for these. They're fun, they're cute, and comfy. And they fit in with the summer coming too. Love these. Now I did hem these at one point last year, and I made a cuff on the bottom because they were quite long. They're kind of wide. And when I was in bare feet, I was catching my toe on the hem, and that's not a good thing. So I hemmed them. When I washed them, they did shrink a bit. So if you're gonna hem them, wait until after you wash them. And the sun came out at 9:30 today. Wow. I've just come from returning all those curtains. It's been a busy day for me, working in the garden, and I decided a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do, and tonight we're pulling into El Pollo Loco for a big, giant, gorgeous chicken salad in one of those big tortillas, big one, and maybe I'll even have avocado on top. So okay, look at that menu. Ooh, this is the chicken tostada with avocado on top. Looks good. It's cool. Hi, I want 2 of those classic tostada bowls. So it's healthy, and I don't have to cook supper. Thank you so much, thanks. So I've taken back the curtains, and that money went back on the card. Moosey will be happy to hear that. So tomorrow we're out again. Moosey has a pacemaker check early in the morning at the hospital. So what I'm gonna do, he's gonna use the rollator, and he's been exercising more to get his strength, so I don't have to push the wheelchair too awfully much for doctor visits and stuff. So I'm gonna drop him at the hospital, in the front of the hospital. He's gonna go and get the pacemaker checked. This is one of those periodic checks that they do. And I will just stay in the car. I don't think that's necessary for me to do. It's usually a quickie, so. So, it's almost supper time. Well, our supper is like 4:30, 5 o'clock. So, we're just gonna go home and we're gonna have our salads and chill for the night. Hopefully watch something good on Netflix, or every once in a while we see a good movie or we pick a good series, and we're always so excited when we find something good to watch, especially one of those series which will keep you going for a while. But we've seemed to have watched all the good ones. If anyone has any hints, let me know. All right, I'm going to shut this off now. Good morning from my car again. Today is Thursday, very early in the morning, and I'm sitting in the parking lot of the hospital. So I find myself getting ready for the day here in the car for a change. When was the last time I did that? When I was actually putting makeup on in the car before teaching or something, a long time ago. Now let me just finish up my eyes here. I mean, this is not easy when you're in your 80s, that's for sure. And that's good enough for me. So, well, I picked up Moosey, and since I have to do a little shopping, we decided to have one of our cozy breakfasts on the run. And Moosey and I are having the most delicious breakfast, and it's so good, I almost have to show you. I can't open it up, but it's a sourdough, egg, bacon, and cheese sandwich that looks like something homemade. Actually, I couldn't make it better. Now I'm gonna switch over to Moosey here. Get your head over, Moosey. Here we are.
That's a breakfast.
Isn't this
That'll
great?
fill us up until dinner time.
It sure will. Isn't this wonderful? See,
Yep.
we never have breakfast at Carl's Jr., but this is a treat. This is a treat. We haven't had a car picnic in a long while, have we? Cheers. I wanted to show you something while we're sitting here in the car having our picnic. Can you read this? We have 2 of these towels. This is folded in half. And this one says, Moose's Love Towels. Actually, he has mine. Here's Moosey with my love towel on his tummy. And Colleen and Micah, I think they were married at the time. Maybe not. Maybe it was just Colleen. She had these made for us one year for a Christmas present, because we used to do quite a bit of car traveling. And these were for when we'd stop and eat in the car. Isn't that cute, Moosey? And we've kept these here. Every once in a while I'll wash them, but they're always in the car, ready for one of our little picnics, huh? You have to stop eating and say something here. You're enjoying your sandwich. What?
I don't know where we'd be without them.
I know.
We've been using them. I don't think they've ever been washed, have they?
And that's what I said. I take them out of the car every once in a while and wash them. They don't get too dirty, but they do save dribbles on the clothes, don't they?
Yep.
It's Thursday, early afternoon, and we've had our lovely lunch, and I'm about to begin planting the second jasmine in this bowl. It's been sitting in water So it's ready to go. I've watered the dirt because the dirt is hard, and I'm gonna start digging, and then I'm gonna fill the hole with this fertilizer like I did on the other one, and hopefully we'll be able to dig a nice hole. I also have my clippers to clip off some of the roots that are non-producing and dead, and leaving anything that looks green on a stem. So here we go. Fingers crossed. This one seems a little easier than the other one, for some reason or other. And I'm going to put all the extra dirt in here so that when I can put the jasmine plant down in there, I could put some of this dirt on top. It's too bad we weren't able to save the jasmine, but looks like I can get them out of the way. See, these ones are dead, so I can throw those away. Ooh, I got out a good root ball on that one. What this is, as you can see, it's that granules, and these are great. See, they're good fertilizer and they work. So I'm gonna fill up the hole as much as I can. Also fertilize some of the other ones that are growing. And then I'll put more on after I put the plant in. So as I did before, I have to loosen up these. It's nice and wet, which you have to loosen up some of the roots, because and this doesn't hurt the plant, and then start filling it with all this extra dirt. And now I got to get more dirt. I know, Teeny. Why don't I wear gloves? Well, so there's what we thought we could save. And the arbor looks pretty bare right now, but you know, I think there's something over there on that side that greened up that, believe it or not, I think we saved. And hoping that our new jasmine here and here will grow and grow. You see, there are some greens going up, so I didn't cut any green parts away. Whew. I think it's time for a little Nixon. This is what I'm looking forward to. More of this. Putting my feet up and watching the jasmine grow up. I wonder if that'll happen this summer. It would be nice. I think Gloom June is over with. I think it's time that the sun is here now, and it's hot today. Well, it's late in the afternoon. Well, it's probably mid-afternoon, and my work is done for the day. We were hoping to save the beautiful arbor. You've seen the jasmine before. It was lovely, but we had to get a new arbor, and we just couldn't untwine it from it. Had wrapped all around the old arbor. I must have to tell you that in between a lot of my gardening, I was resting. So I find myself now in my mid-80s with not the same amount of energy that I had even 6 months or a year ago. And I'm wondering if maybe you're finding that too. I think I'm blessed to have it all wait this long. When I, broke the meniscus in my knee back in November, or tore when I tore my meniscus in my knee. I think that was the start of it all. And I find that I have great upper body strength. My upper body strength is still fine. I find that I'm the one that can open the water bottles and turn the hard hose spigots on and off. Somehow that seems to be okay still. Whether that's my collagen, I think it's helping with my bones, it's helping with my strength. But my lower body strength still needs some exercise. And I notice that when I'm walking, especially in the stores, food shopping, I even have a cart to lean on. I want to improve it. So even though these are my latter years, my aging years, I'm here, and while I'm here, I'm going to try and do the best that I can. And that's being able to be mobile. And I can't see any reason why I can't improve this. I wonder if you are finding that too. Are you finding that exercises are better than walking? People have told me that perhaps certain exercises will improve the strength, whether it's my hips or my thighs or my knees or whatever it is. I saw a girl walking today into the food market, and she was walking briskly along. Musi and I were sitting in a nice little cool place under a shady tree having our breakfast picnic. And I said, you know, this is a funny thing to say, but I used to be able to walk like that gal right there probably 6 months ago. And she was walking fairly briskly. And he looked at me and laughed. He said, well, at least you're walking. And you know, I agree. At least I'm walking. So I hope you are enjoying going along with Moosey and I. We're learning, as you're learning, so many things about these golden years. And there is so much to learn. And we're still going to take advantage of it. So come on along with us. And if you have any hints about it, share them in your comments. I know many of our viewers do read the comments. And your comments are so valuable to me. I read them all. I want to say so much more to every single one of you, but as you know, it's impossible to do, and I hope that you understand that. Well, the buzzers are still buzzing around. Leaf blowing is a big thing up here in the hills. Thanks again for all your viewing and all your watching and all your binging. For some reason, I noticed my subs going down and my viewership going down. Why? You're all still here, aren't you? Don't leave us. I love you all. Goodbye for now, and God bless us all. Why is getting up so difficult? Nose over toes.